Hello, my beautiful trap stars. It's your favorite spiritual pusher, Queen Celine, and I am back with another message, okay? A special welcome back to all my OG subscribers. I love you guys deep. If you are new to this channel, welcome, okay? I will soon be your favorite spiritual pusher. I'm a very blunt reader, so if you're not into cussing and all that other shit, I'm just really not the girl for you. And that's okay too. Happy 2026. Happy 2026. We are now in the year one. This is a hard reset for everyone. And, if you guys checked out my other readings, I was talking about like, what is your personal year number? What is that going to look like for you? You know what I'm trying to say? What's your personal year number? What is your life path number? How can you make 2026 work for you? Okay. How can you make 2026 work for you? Okay. Yeah, so he, she, they, them in all of my readings. Flip it, twist, reverse it however you need to. However, you already know the drill. If it do not fit, please do not make a stick, okay? Please do not give all your power away to tarot or its readers, all right? As I'm saying that, I just thought about this. I used to have a homegirl, but okay. Um, and she was getting readings done by someone who was using their phone. Like, I was like, what you mean using your phone, sis? Like, And she was like, the phone shuffles the cards and she just reads it that way. And, you know, I had to really ponder with myself before I made a comment. I was like, interesting. And normally when I say that, that's because I'm trying to learn to think before speaking. I'm like, okay, the new gods versus the old gods. If you watch American Gods, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? I'm like, is this what it's boiling down to? Like the new gods versus the old gods? And if you one of those people who are super religious and you like, there's only one God, the God that I serve, then baby, please just go on and get the fuck up off this channel because I'm bound to say more things that are going to piss you off. But for those of you who have an open mind to different religions and cultures and things of that sort, even though who you choose to believe in is your business, then we here with it. So I'm like, is this the new gods versus the old gods? Like, what? How? And this is before I started going back to school. So, I didn't really even know anything about ChatGPT and things of that sort. Like, I knew there was AI and stuff, but you also got to understand too, like, I'm an old soul in the way of like, I don't really understand technology. I used to say I hated technology. I used to say like, I used to put a negative notation with me and technology, and then I told myself like, well, bitch, we in the new age, right? We are in the age of the Aquarius, that is technology. So you need to watch what you say, or you need to learn, like you need to catch up, or you're not gonna make it in this game. I mean, no one will. Like, everything is technology. And so I had to really ponder on like the ethics behind doing something like that, because in whatever you do, there's always going to be ethics, right? Ethics and principles. I mean, in any and everything that you do. I'm in school for counseling, and there's ethics and principles behind that. And that's why I kind of brought up AI, because, when I started learning about ChatGPT and stuff, when it was time for me to go back to school and all these other things, I'm like, well, is it bad or is it not bad? Like, I couldn't understand the two, but then I'm like, no, there's ethics behind this. Like, if someone's paying you to do a reading, bitch, you better be, I mean, even if you don't have physical cards, I mean, I know people who read with cigar smoke. I know people who can read, who can read through water. I know people who can read palms. I mean, just, there's not really a right or wrong way to do it. But when you're bringing in technology, like, why didn't I'm like, well, sis, you know about ChatGPT? So then when I finally, made my comment about it, I'm like, well, you remember that girl that you was paying all that money to, and she was giving you those readings, and you said the readings was false, they wasn't coming, they was very inaccurate. She's like, yeah. I'm like, well, if you know about ChatGPT, why do you just do your own reading then? Like, why didn't you just ask ChatGPT to flip the motherfucking cards for you, sis? If you was gonna pay somebody to let the computer flip the cards for them, you know? And there's so much other elements that goes to that I'm just not gonna get into. But please don't give your power away to tarot or tarot readers, okay? Use your discernment. You know, at any given time, because we all have free will, at any given time, you can change the trajectory of a reading. When I used to have people, I used to have some clients who come to me and they want to get a reading about anything and everything. And I would always tell them, baby, wait, it's good to get readings quarterly, because I can give you a reading right now and I can tell you X, Y, and Z, but that's based off of right here and right now. And if you continue to follow any steps, if I give you a reading and then you do not do what I tell you to do, because that's the trajectory of the reading, and you decide to do something else, well, baby, you just went off path. Now, the timing, now anything that I gave you, of course, it's not going to make sense, baby. You change the trajectory of your life because you have free will. Okay? So I don't know why I felt the need to give that whole spiel, but I'm glad that I did, because I don't know. As we are growing with this channel and as I'm getting more comfortable doing this, you know, I'm going to talk a lot more because, right, we are a community. Like, you know, we are a community. This is our trap. This is our trap house. And this is, you know, where we run by to get grabs with spiritual news, whether it's for us or not. I'm not going to hold you. Sometimes it feel good not to be in the motherfucking news. Okay, and you know, sometimes, bitch, you need to be front page and center so you know what's up. So yeah, ChatGPT, flipping cards through the phone, it just allowing the phone to flip cards for you just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't seem right. But hey, to each their own, because baby, that girl was way more popping than me, was doing way more readings than me. You know, she had it going on, you know. So again, I had to make sure I wasn't coming from a place of hate as much as I was coming from a place of pure fucking confusion, because the ethics behind this is crazy. But then when we started getting into how the girl was living, her karma was already right there. It was already whooping her ass in the midst of it. And as a spiritual person, I don't understand how she didn't put the two and two together. But hey, that's, again, you know, none of the business. Spiritual Pimpin' 101. So let's get into this. Let's get into this reading. Let's see what is in store for us. I have like so many different downloads in my head, and I've had them before I even started, you know, getting into the reading. That's why I was like, okay, well, let's do the reading. I don't really know what's what, so I'm gonna let the cards flip and then I'll go from there, because my downloads were so all over the place that I was like, maybe I should just start writing them down and then just giving them to y'all as downloads, like just random ass downloads. Take what resonates and, you know, leave the rest type steez. But, you know, I'm gonna figure out how to work that in. You know, even though this channel isn't new, it's every day it's new to me and how I want to try to work this. And, you know, as I start getting followers and subscribers, and as they start commenting, it will kind of help me personalize and customize my page. But until then, you know, we just going with the flow. We don't, you know, no two things are ever alike over here, unfortunately. But yeah, so we gonna see what's going on. I think I'm gonna do the layout a little different, but yeah, let's get into this. I already cleansed the space. I already said the prayer. I already meditated on the cards, and I about to take a sip of tea, and then I'm ready to go, y'all. All right. Cousins, infinite spirit, Holy Spirit, anyone with the greater good. Well, what do my trap stars need to know at this time, Spirit? What do my trap stars need to know at this time? So for this very first row, we want to know the presence. What is currently going on with my trap stars? This is a timeless reading, meant to find you whenever you see this. But if in real time, we are in January, okay? So we're going to try to make this like a 2-week type of reading. Again, it's a timeless reading whenever you're meant to see it, but I want to try to put a time frame on something because we're talking about the present moment, okay? So what is currently going on with my collective? What do they need to know in this present moment, at this current point? And for the purpose of this deck and how the cards, how big the cards are, I'm not going to take anything face down, okay, or in reverse. I'm going to do everything upright, okay, and allow it to tell its story how it sees fit. So this is our current moment. I mean, this is our current energy, right? And this hangman has been showing itself a lot lately. You know, that's been the theme lately. So I don't know if people were staggering out of one situation and going into another, if people were very indecisive, if you guys are just kind of closed off, chill, you know what I'm saying? Not really doing too much, kind of focusing on a project and getting that done. So you've been behind the scenes, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm not quite sure what this hangman energy is, but I don't get anything negative from it. So I feel like maybe you decided to put yourself into that hermit mode, or in this hangman energy. Like, maybe this is something that you kind of just decided on yourself, okay? However, what I'm really, the energy I'm picking up on for the current moment, or for this present moment, is that there's someone, whether this is you or someone in your energy, but I feel like there is someone who keeps repeating a situation that has happened, and they're kind of crying over this spilled milk, okay? Again, whether this is you or someone else, but there is someone who keeps kind of repeating and going over a certain situation or a thought or thinking of a person. And again, it's just giving crying over spilled milk. It's like, you see how there's these baskets of eggs and how this person dropped this one basket and 4 of them cracked. We don't know what else cracked, right? But it's like there's so many more, you know, you can grab more eggs. Like, that wasn't the last carton of eggs, right? But yet this person is kind of focused on the eggs that have cracked, okay? Something that they cannot change nor fix. Like, once when an egg cracks, you can't fix it. Like, it is what it is, right? And it's, you know, kind of not funny, but it's just like, hey, you have all these other options, okay? You have all these other desires. There's so much other things that you have. Why are you focused on what you do not have, okay? Or why are you focused on this one? Why are you hyper focused on this one situation? Is kind of what I'm hearing. And so in this present moment, whether this is you or someone else, it's leaving them in this hanged man energy. It's almost that thing of like, have you ever like watched a bunch of sad movies and then now you're sad? Or, you know, you somehow got yourself through this rabbit hole of like sad R&B music and now you're sad. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I seen this post one time where this girl was like, fed my husband, bathed my kids, put them to bed. My husband's on a game, and you know, she was like listening to like toxic R&B music, you know, about like not having a man and, you know, fuck this, fuck that. And it's like her whole house is at peace. You know what I'm saying? But she's going down this rabbit hole of all this toxicity that is not her life, okay? And that's just kind of the energy that it's giving me. Like, and this could be someone in your energy. That's what I kind of want to see. Well, we're just going to keep going. But I want to see if this is someone in your energy, or, and it very well could. It could be a twin flame. So I want to see if this is someone in your energy or if this is you. And you and someone are bouncing off of each other. So in the present moment, there is just this feeling of crying over spilled milk. But there's so many other options and opportunities and things around that it's like, pick your head up. Like, pick your head up, okay? You keep replaying this one situation or this one circumstance, or you keep being upset about this one person, but it's like, there's so many other people around you. So if that's the current energy, I kind of want to look into the future. What is the future energy surrounding this story? And then we're going to clarify the cards, okay? So we have the Three of Baskets, we have the Moon, we have the Four of Baskets, and then we have the Eight of Coins. And at the beginning, in the current moment, or in the present moment, we had the Ace of Wands. So we went from the Ace of Wands to the Eight of Wands, or excuse me, the Ace of Coins to the Eight of Coins. And the Ace of Coins is trying to get some sort of new beginning in this, in stability, like in a foundation, okay? And in the future, it seems like you took that new beginning and you ran with it, and it's paying off, okay? You or this person. So let's look into this, because this very well could be your energy, or it could be someone else's. Clarify this Five of Cups. Yeah, clarify this Five of Cups. What is this spilled milk, Spirit? What is the situation? Now, these ones, we're going to take these any way it can go, okay? We're going to take them as reversals as well. So we have the Ace of Wands. So someone, look, Five of Cups. This can be someone younger than you. If this is not you and this is someone else, this could definitely be someone younger than you, or someone that you have known for a very long time. Okay, someone that you might have known from childhood, whatever. Again, or this can be you. Flip it however you need to, okay, guys? Like, I don't want to keep getting lost in my words because I'm trying to make it make sense. You make it make sense if it's for you. But I feel like in the past, a lot of different things happened between you and this person, or a lot of things were going on in someone's life, and it kind of caused like an overload. And so I feel like this person was at a distance, or kind of withdrew themselves due to the past situations. You know what I'm saying? Whether this was like arguing, or whether this was just like someone's finances being in a rut. It just feels like the dark night of the soul. A lot of heavy changes were occurring. A lot of darkness was occurring within this person's life. And they got to a point where they were able to move through it. And because they moved through it, maybe they thought they healed from it. But it was an illusion. Like, it wasn't truly, they still have work to do, okay? I mean, who's ever truly healed? And I feel like because they thought that they were okay, they didn't realize that they still had work to do. Let's just put it that way, okay? And so I feel like then something happened, okay? And whatever happened, it did not go the way this person planned for it to go. You, this person, whomever. It didn't go the way that they had planned for this to go. And it kind of put a damper on their new beginning. Like, maybe they wanted a hard reset. Maybe they wanted to, yeah, that's just what it's given. It's given like maybe they needed a reset, or they needed this thing to happen. You needed this good thing to happen. Like, someone needed to catch a break, I feel like. And they were unable to, they missed this opportunity, or something happened, so they weren't able to catch this break, okay? So it kind of left them in this hangman energy. It's like, oh my God, I really, for example, like say you want to go somewhere, say you were going to go on a trip, and that trip was supposed to be the trip that just restarted everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, Stella was about to go get her fucking groove back, okay? And then you go on this trip and it's complete fucking chaos. And in fact, Stella did not get her groove back. That's the type of energy that I'm picking up on for somebody or something, okay? Someone thought if they were able to do X, Y, and Z, that it would erase everything else that was going on. It would give them some sort of fresh start, okay? It would give them some sort of fresh start. I'm going to put these back because I don't even know where I'm at yet. Okay. So when they weren't able to get that fresh start, when they weren't able to take the action the way that they wanted to, it caused this sense of lack and depression. It caused them to cry over this spilled milk because it's like, well, now what? Like, things actually became worse is what I'm picking up on instead of better. Clarify the 7 of baskets. Thank you. So we have temperance. So in the present moment, you know, whether this is you or someone else, in the present moment, this person is trying to figure out how to heal or how to balance out what has happened or what is being presented to them, should I say. Because again, this person, there's so many other options. There's so many other ways to do something. It's not just that one way. And now that they've tried that one way and it failed, it's like crying over spilled milk. Nope, I'm not gonna, I just can't do it. Woe is me, that type of thing. And, they're trying to find some balance between their illusions, you know what I'm saying, and the real thing. Like, she still wanted to show herself. Yeah. I'm telling you now, they're trying to, whoever this person is, they have a strong intuition, but it doesn't mean that they use it. Okay. And if this is someone else that I'm speaking on and it's not currently you, I'm going to let you know right now, because I'm picking up on someone being a very strong spiritual being. Okay. And I'm also picking up on the energy of this other person is not. I mean, and when I say spiritual being, I mean like, I don't mean religious. Okay, because a lot of people mix the two. Like, me saying spiritual has nothing to do with religion whatsoever. Okay. Religion is religion. Spirituality is spirituality. Okay. And so I feel like you are more of a spiritual being than this person is. Okay. Now, this person can very well be religious. They can go to church, things of that sort. Absolutely. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I'm almost certain that they do. But one of you is more of a spiritual being than the other one. And I feel like the person who's more of a spiritual being kind of, they planted seeds that are now growing in this person's mind. And it's waking up their inner soul in a way that this person has never felt before. And so in the midst of them trying to figure out what's real, what's not, how do I truly feel? How don't I? Do I really want this? Don't I? How can I fix this or shouldn't I? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Have you ever been in the midst of some pure fucking bullshit that you did for the plot and now you're like, what the fuck did I do? And you go through all those different emotions, all those different stages of analyzing what the fuck just happened so you can try to move on from it. You know what I'm trying to say? That's where this person is at. Something's giving words were exchanged. I see action. So we have Pisces, okay? We have Sagittarius. We have Pisces and Sagittarius here, energy, okay? So that could be in your sign. That could be one of your signs or the person. But I just feel like at some point, some words were exchanged in We have water energy here as well. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel like someone became very emotional in this ordeal because we have a lot of emotions. Okay, we have a lot of feels here, like a lot of fucking feels. We have the 7 of baskets, we have the 5 of baskets. So we have this negative dark feeling that later on gets turned into that gets redirected into bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It gets redirected all over the place. And now this person's sitting in their feelings and they're turning into thoughts. Okay. And for some of you, I know this is like all over the place, but bear with me. For some of you, I feel like this person could have said something and now they can't take it back. Okay. Or done something and now they can't take it back. And it's leaving them in their feelings. I mean, it's leaving them in their emotions, you know, and it's just giving this hanged man energy. There goes the thoughts. I told you. This could have been a lover, or this could be someone, some soulmate energy, someone that you are very attached to, you know what I'm saying? A best friend, a sister, someone that you truly love, a brother, whatever. But that's what I was looking for, because I was seeing thoughts, I was seeing communication, but it wasn't showing up in these cards. And that's exactly what I was looking for. So this person is in this predicament because all this has happened. Now they're left in the position of, well, what do we do from here? What do I do from here? Is it worth even saving? Or is it something that cannot be saved? Will I embarrass myself even more than what I already have? You know, I don't want to cry. I don't want to be hurt. Like, this person is in a mental warfare about this, about what has occurred. Okay. And it's like one person is in that while the other person is just kind of accepting what has happened. Okay. They have, you know, this card says, be in your heart space before taking any decision, but don't be over emotional. So I feel like one person is over emotional or overthinking or, you know, in a fucked up predicament, while the other person is just like, you know, whatever. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. And so this person that is crying over this spilled milk or over this situation, you know, they now want to come in and communicate something, but they're kind of indecisive about it. Like, they have something that they want to say, but they don't know if they should say it. Okay, this person might want to apologize to you about this or offer you some sort of new beginning, but it's like they're texting and then then it's disappearing. You know what I'm trying to say? You know how if you have an iPhone, how you'll see the bubbles pop up and then it'll go away? It's giving that. It's giving like there's so much that this person wants to say to you. Excuse me, to try to have a new beginning with you, but it's like, is this truly a new beginning? We've had so many new beginnings or fresh starts, okay? Or something was that, for some of you, there was so many new beginnings or so many different fresh starts that it's like, this is the pattern and it's ugly. And I don't know if it will ever get better. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like you guys are locked in a toxic pattern that it's not going to be able to break. I mean, who has learned anything to break it? While for others of you, this is giving like, I mean, what could be said? What could be done? Like, it's already happened. It is what the fuck it is. No one, like, here we are. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, there is no fixing or correcting this. Only time, you know, could allow this to come back together if it's supposed to. Does that make sense? But I'm just seeing I'm just seeing this urge of communication, this strong urge of wanting to communicate, wanting to apologize, wanting to express something to someone. But again, either it's just too late or there's nothing left to be said, you know, or that sense of like, I don't want to be hurt again. I don't want to take this through the ringer. Like, I don't want to feel what I felt anymore. I don't want to go down that path type steez. Okay. So that's what's in the current. That's all happening like right now. Okay. This is where we're at. Okay. This either just happened or this is where someone is standing at right now within that feels. But again, remember, in the present moment, we had the Ace of Coins. So again, someone still wants that strong beginning, that somebody wants that reset, so you guys can continue to be who you were. Okay, friends, lovers, whatever, right? So we have the Three of Baskets, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. I'm gonna put this back in there, but it fell on the Three of Baskets. So this can be someone that you work with, or this can be dealing with work, okay? But most importantly, with this Three of Pentacles that fell on the Three of Baskets, like this is someone who you truly, again, love, who you admire, who you know, who you once upon a time, you know, really cared deeply for, or still do care deeply for. And just, you know, when you're together, it's great. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, when it's good, it's amazing. Like, right? You know, isn't that how it always goes? But then it's like when it gets to this cycle or this vicious, or even, you know, these ladies are drinking, or maybe when drinks are involved or things of that sort, something goes the wrong way. You see what I'm saying? Like, it becomes, you know, that's when we kind of hit rock bottom, right? Right? But number 3 is very significant. There could be 3 people here, or there could have been a third party situation that kind of was in the middle of this charade of whatever happened this last time. You know, more than one person could have had their hand in this pot, right? So now we're going to look at the future. So we have the Three of Baskets, the Moon, and the Four of Baskets. So again, this is a very emotional reading, because there's so much baskets or cups. There's so much emotion here. There's so much emotion here. Even the moon is ruled by, you know, Cancer. The moon is Pisces. This is Pisces energy for the sake of, you know, the deck. But that's water. So this whole thing is water, okay? And then we have the Eight of Coins at the bottom of the deck. So let's just get into this. So how is this going to turn out? What is the outcome? Clarify this moon for me. What don't we see? Because it's like we go from the Three of Baskets, we go from celebrating or thinking shit's going to be okay to, you know, it's like this person goes from celebrating to kind of reflecting on everything that has happened, and trying to find peace or space within this, you know? Like, so what is this moon card? What is being hidden in the future, Spirit? What is being hidden from my collective? What is being hidden from my collective, Spirit, in the future? Three of Cups. So what is this Three of Baskets then? Because the Three of Cups and Three of Baskets are the same thing. So if what's being hidden in the future is this Three of Baskets, what the fuck is this Three of Baskets? Magician. I thought something flipped over. Clarify the Three of Cups and the Magician card. I feel like you guys are going to start back all over again. I feel like whoever this is, you're going to do that dance again. Wow. clarify the Three of Cups. Yeah. So, what you do not see coming, what's being hidden is this celebration, right? This reunion. But when we look at this reunion, right? Again, I'm going to say this. Someone, if there was drinking or anything like that involved, if this person has any sort of like addictions, okay, or is codependent on things that they don't need to be, you know what I'm trying to say? You know, people could be addicted to helping people. People could get addicted to drinking. I mean, you know, smoking, whatever. There's so many different codependencies that people can have, or addictions that people can have. But I feel like if this person does have whatever shit is going on with them, I feel like if it is some sort of codependency on some sort of substance, I feel like they're going to, because we have the cups all over this bitch, right? I feel like if it is some sort of substance abuse or addiction to that, I feel like they're going to fall back into that, which is going to put you guys back in this pattern, right? If there are no codependencies or addictions or things of that sort, I feel like in the future, someone is going to manifest this meeting, okay? And you guys are going to meet up, and I hate to say it, but you're going to go through this dancery. You're going to agree to do it one more time, and it's going to fall to the wayside. And we have the world at the bottom of the deck, so this is completion. Like, it's it's going to be over. Wow. And this is the fucking card I've been waiting on. Because I kept seeing look at what's at the bottom of the deck. I kept seeing some sort of addiction, some sort of like codependency, right? Look. Yep. This is not good. It's not bad either, but it's just like whatever this is, whoever this is, it's, ouch, my nail, guys. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. My homegirl's gonna be so mad, but she's gonna have to redo my nails for me. Because this is a brand new nail, and this bitch is about to, y'all, my nail's lifting so bad. Look at this shit. I'm trying to put some glue on it, please. I'll wash the dishes, please. I gotta get that redone. It's not gonna work for me. So what fell out was the devil, right? So whatever this is gonna happen again. And what you don't see coming again is the fact that this meetup is going to link right back to the bullshit. And with the Four of Baskets here, like I said, this person was looking like they're just pondering with themselves, right? This is what you're going to be pondering. What happened? Capricorn energy. And you're going to be right back at rock bottom. Or the situation is going to be back at, you know, more pain, just more pain. And then ultimately, you're going to decide to walk away from this. Eight of Cups, moving on. Leaving it where it's at, literally. Because it's dead. Scorpio energy here. And with this Eight of Coins being at the bottom of the deck, you know, this is a test. This is where you're currently at. But when this person tries to come back around and do this shit again, this is the test. This is the test. With that Eight of Coins at the bottom of the deck, what have you learned from the last time? The last multiple times. I almost said the last 3 times, so right. What have you learned? And if this is some sort of addiction or something like that, it's like, even if, say, for example, you both have an addiction, like, even if one of you let it go, if the other one didn't, it's not going to work. Or, you know what I'm trying to say? It's not going to work. Or someone could say that they've let something go, but then they didn't. I'm done lying, but they're not. I'm done cheating, but they're not. I'm done drinking, but they're not. I'm done putting other people before you, but they're not. Again, that this energy could be anything, but it's not of their greater good. But it could be anything. It can literally be fear, but it's not of their greater good, and they're going to bring that back into this. And this is just how the cycle goes. It's fucked up. Yeah, look at that. This is just how the cycle goes. Gemini energy with the Lovers card. This is the reading, guys. Wheel of Fortune. Yep, this is the reading. I will say this. Once when you're done with this, because you're going to let this person, you're going to do this one last time with this person. Unfortunately, that's what you don't see coming, is that you're going to. You could be sitting here like, no, I'm not, or this isn't going to happen, da, da, da. Yes, the fuck it is. Like, literally. Yes, it is. But when you're done with this cycle and you've truly let it go and deaded it, the wheel is going to spin and you're going to have a new partner come in. And you're going to do this dancery all over again with someone new. Look. Yeah, you're going to move forward with a better version. Lover, friend, whatever, with a better version than what you had. And you're going to be rested. You're going to feel better about this. When you know that you've done all you can do, or when you know that you've done right in regards to a situation, you know, after you get through the feels of it, you're able to make peace with it. And that's what you're going to be doing, making peace. All right. This was a long reading, longer than expected. This reading was a little bit all over the place, but I know this reading was for someone. So if this reading resonated with you, please hit the like button. Even if you stay till the ending, please just hit that like button so we can get me, you know, booming in the YouTube algorithm. And other than that, I love you and I love you for free. I'll catch you in the next reading. Peace.